What's going on there?
For the most part. And while we're shouting people out, shout out to your wife. She is an awesome lady, probably one of the nicest people I've ever met.
And I have to agree with you,
which makes me.
No, I have to agree.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I question her judgment based on her.
Well, you're not alone. But you know what? We're celebrating 25 years of marriage this August.
Get out of here.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Congratulations,
my man.
We're gonna retrace our yay. You want to hear a cool story? Can I tell you a cool story real quick?
Of course.
We just moved downtown, and we were unpacking at this box that was our china that we got for our wedding anniversary or for our wedding present was in the box for 25 years
untouched,
and we didn't want to open it up because having kids, breaking our stuff, and blah blah boom. We move out by ourselves, no kids. We unpacked after 25 years our beautiful china.
Are you finally using it?
Yes.
Or is it still
we're still using it. It's a little hard to use it because I'm like, but yes, we're using it, and it's a really cool thing.
That's pretty much a testament to not buy china though when you're getting married.
Well, when you're in your early 20s, it's probably not a good idea to find china. But now we have it out, and we're excited. We won't take the doors off the cabinets just so we can take a look at it.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough.
So we'll keep you posted on that.
Is moving downtown something you always wanted to do, or
we've talked about it for a long time. We always joked when the kids are 18, we're out of here. That just having fun.
I like to have that conversation with my wife sometimes.
Yeah, but it happens so fast. But we've always wanted to be downtown. We moved our office downtown in 2012, and just became very inspired by the downtown real estate market. Just being downtown, Carl and I found ourselves dining, hanging out, and just being such a big part of East Village in particular. And yeah, so we started thinking a couple of years ago, we're moving downtown when the timing's right.
Mm-hmm.
When we want to leave the kids hanging, but kids, you're 20 and 23. It's a great time.
That's not leaving them hanging. That's not leaving them hanging.
So we left them in the house, and we moved. They're still renting there. They're renting the house from us. So
those are good.
Yeah, we got good kids. We're blessed. And our daughter came down and visited this weekend, and our son's going to come down this coming weekend. And I think we're going to probably see them more now that we're downtown.
Yeah. You're going to see them walking the streets of downtown. Yeah. That's not a good thing. They're going to come crash at your house now.
That what, I'm okay with it. Yeah, we have a full guest room ready to go just for them. My wife, I said I wanted to put it as an office, and she's like, "Nah, I think we'll have it as a guest room for now." I said, "Okay, yes, dear."
You said you had to, right? Yeah, that's one of those have to things.
Yes, dear.
So let's touch on downtown. Since you're Mr. Downtown, give us some market stats or kind of give us some insights into what's going on downtown right now.
Well, you know what? Downtown is hopping. We do have a lot of rental units coming up, but we still have a massive, but I'm not going to say massive. We've got a great amount of inventory. The beautiful part about downtown and its inventory, we've got studios all the way to 3-bedroom penthouse apartments on the very top floor. We've got entry-level stuff in the high 2s, low 3s I just pulled up a property today that just came on the market for 3.5, a 2-story townhome on the very top floor of the Mark. So there's lots of opportunity. There's over 200 homes for sale. I call it 200 home opportunity to buy downtown. Average sales price is about $562, but like I said, you can get an entry-level property in the high 2, low 3s to be downtown. And then what I find a lot is people get entry-level condo, get used to it, find a building they like, and then they'll not move neighborhoods. They'll just go up a higher floor. So they'll buy in at, say, the second floor. Then next thing you know, they get a little bit extra income. They got some equity. Hey, honey, let's go to the 10th floor where the views are better. And they're substantially better.
And then they start moving on up.
Then they moving on up like the Jeffersons. That's what's happening.
So what's a good inventory level? Because you mentioned that you're in a good spot right now. What's that number currently?
Our number right now is about 215 active listings in the downtown 92101 market. That's a good amount of properties to choose. There would be great if there was more properties, of course, because buyers, they always want to have.
200 seems like a lot for a zip code.
But it's kind of skewed because you've got the studios and the penthouses, so it's such a huge difference in amount affordability.
Of course.
So, but it's a very decent inventory, lots to choose from. I would say the average person I deal with are anywhere between 4 and 5 properties that meet their search parameters. Okay. So there's some good inventory to choose from.
That's nice. Okay, and then you mentioned entry level. What's considered entry level downtown? What do you get as an entry level place downtown?
I think entry level, you're looking at a studio, 1-bedroom apartment, nothing fancy, not a great view, maybe a view of the building next door. I mean, you're
guaranteed of that, right?
Yeah. You're not looking at the top floor. Yeah. You're looking at a building with lower amenities because you don't want the HOA to be too high. So entry level, the high 2s, low 3s for a studio, even a 1-bedroom apartment. Depends. Now, if you're right in by the ballpark, for example, 10th and J, and like really close, you're going to pay a little more because it's location, location, location. Now, if you're up in the Upper East Side of East Village, say more closer to the college, you're going to pay a little less. For example, let's say you want to purchase a one-bedroom at, say, the Legend, you're going to pay, on the upper 400s for the same one-bedroom, same square footage. In the Upper East Side by the college, you're going to pay in the high twos, low threes.
Got it.
So it's just all about proximity, walkability, as far as that real estate goes.
Okay, cool. And then the closer, obviously, you get to that center is
Closer you get to the epicenter. Say, for instance, Petco is a great target, and it's closer you get to Petco, the more expensive it gets. There's obviously great Little Italy, there's Marina, there's Columbia, there's a lot of great little pocket communities. But I just happen to fall in love with East Village, and I just love it so much.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So what about East Village was it that attracted you to it? It kind of fits your personality?
Well, you know what? Back in March, it does. It's kicked back, it's laid back, it's not stuffy. I mean, not that the other communities are stuffy, but East Village...
Yeah, good recovery.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that? My parents live in
Little
Little
Italy.
Italy.
Your wife says, I'm just saying, no, that does no.
My parents live in Little Italy, so I got to be careful because I like East Village better. I'm sorry. But I was elected to the Downtown Community Planning Council for East Village. So I got really involved in East Village. Then I got involved in the East Village Association, which basically is the membership community for the business owners. And then I was elected to the East Village Residents Group. So I kind of taken a liking to East Village and what it's got going on. The Idea District, the Ballpark District, the College District. I mean, there's so many great things going on in East Village. It's infectious. It really is.
And you get to hear about things before they're actually happening.
Well,
too,
yeah, I feel like I'm a fly on the wall. And I could tell you projects that are 2-3 years out. Like East Village Green's being built on 13, 14, 15 between F and G. That's something that's been in the works for a long time, but not many people know about it. So I'm on the committee, I'm on the subcommittee, I'm involved in workshops, I'm getting involved in the building and the development of East Village many months and years before it's even going to be done.
And workload-wise, because I know you're busy, you're doing business. How much time is dedicated towards that kind of stuff?
You know what? I dedicate one meeting a month to DCPC, and I'm on 2 committees: pre-design and open spaces, because I think open spaces are very important. We need parks down in downtown. So that takes once a month plus, I'd say 3 times a month for DCPC, 2 or 3 times a month for East Village Association, and once a month for East Village Residents Group. So it's really not that much time, and the folks that we get to deal with every single day, it's like if you're going out with all your friends, you just happen to be talking about what's going on in your community.
That makes sense. I know there's one question I wanted to ask you, because I drive downtown, but normally during like high congestion times, so I don't really have a good judge of how it is down there on a normal day. In parking wise, is parking pretty much covered downtown, or are they still having issues?
Parking is always a topic of conversation. They'll always, folks that don't live in downtown, they'll say, hey, I want to, come on downtown, but the parking.
Right.
You know what? East Village in particular, we've got a lot of great parking, inexpensive parking by the Parkade, by the Petco, obviously on non-game days. I always find parking. My friends are always busting my chops because I always find parking right in front of busy areas.
Yeah, you're big on park.
Yeah, it's a luck of the rap. But the parking is not bad. It really isn't. There's just certain times, if you come during the busy time between 6 and 8, that could be a challenge. That's challenge parking. But if you come in before 5, if you can, have the luxury of doing that, there's lots of parking.
Got it. And then one question I wanted to ask was, if I gave you $1 million to go purchase a place downtown, what would you buy and why? You can give me the funny version first.
Well, you know what? It's funny. I would.
Your mind's thinking. I see.
If I had $1 million, if that's all the money I was ever going to get again, or if it's like, here's $1 million, try this out, then come. I need to know.
You're asking a lot of questions, dude. I'm going to give you $1 million and say, go buy something for me downtown with your taste.
If I had $1 million, more than likely, because I know my wife.
Wow, there's a lot going into this right now, Bobby. You know you're a married man when you have to think about all these things.
No, I just I got to take. She's going to come with me, hopefully.
Hopefully.
So I was thinking a nice walk up in the Mark. You can get for under $1 million. You can get a nice corner walk up in the Mark, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, a couple of nice patios. That's what I would do with my $1 million. I think that's the coolest building ever.
And the why is because of the building.
I think the building's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Mark is very
what
slick.
are HOA dues and something like that?
Oh, it all depends on square footage, but it's anywhere between $500 and $800 a month.
I guess that's not so bad. I mean,
well, you go to the Meridian, just in the Marina District over by Gaslamp, or excuse me, by Horton Plaza, you're paying like $1,500-1,600 a month.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Which building down there has the best amenities, would you say? Or I guess bang for your buck in terms of HOA dues versus.
Well, I would say the Mark is a really good property. Icon doesn't have a pool.
You need to lay out, dude. You got to get a tan.
Yeah, well,
you have a tan.
You just go across the street to Fit.